Yeah, I'm going to go with the Browns Falcons over 48.5. I'm fairly confident Myles Garrett's going to be out. I'm fairly confident Jadeveon Clowney is going to be out. I am fairly confident JOK is going to be out. Ward is questionable. This Browns defense has not been covering anyone on the back end. Their strength is getting pressure, and now their star defensive end and their other defensive end, in my opinion, are both going to be out. Falcons, by the way, we've talked about them a lot. I think they have a fringe top 10 offense if everything goes right this year. I mean, Mariota's 7th in EPA per dropback, and they're grading out that well, even while allowing the highest pressure rate in the NFL. And the reason for that is Mariota's mobility, and you probably don't have to deal with that much pressure this week if both Clowney and Garrett are out. And on the other side, and you're on a fast track here in Atlanta, on the other side of the ball, Jacoby Brissett has been awesome throwing the ball. He's been great. And the Browns have the number 1 rush offense in the NFL, number 1 rush EPA per rush in the league. And the Falcons don't have a great run defense. They should be able to move the ball up and down the field here. The Falcons should answer. I like this over. I think it'll eventually tick up when all these Brown defenders are ruled out, as I think they will be.
Yeah, it actually hit 50 earlier in the week. Then it's ticking back down, maybe because Garrett hasn't officially been ruled out yet. But yeah, I think it's one of those things where they just want to keep the Falcons on their toes. And I would expect it to tick back up. I would lean over to, I think the only thing you'd be concerned about is if the Browns, knowing they have all these injuries, just like, and it sounds crazy against the Falcons, but if they try to play keep away and just ground the ball. But even with that, I mean, like you said,
I think they're going to hit some chunk runs. And
yeah. But I agree with you. I really like this Falcons offense. You mentioned Mariota is 7th in, what did you say he was 7th in?
EPA per dropback.
Yeah, he's also 7th in my quarterback rankings this week in fantasy. So we've come a long way. I think his ADP was like QB 28. So this is Marcus Mariota week all day. I
think that there's some value in some of these overs. The scoring is way down. There was a good article by at Stats by Lopez put out today talking about why the scoring is down.
Yep, I saw that.
And a lot of it, it's not penalties, it's not fumbles at the goal line are up a little bit. It's not pace or anything. It's just that passing offenses are less efficient. And I think that's two things, and we talked about this, and he alluded to it in the article saying, about how teams are now playing much more too high safeties and they're taking away explosive plays. I think that's part of it. And I mean, just look at the difference of the Chiefs offense is a perfect example. But also I think that the inordinate amount of injuries at wide receiver and quarterback is also playing a part of it as well. But I don't think that plays any part in this game. The Browns secondary is a mess. The Browns should be able to run the ball. The quarterbacks and wide receivers are healthy in this game, and you're on a fast track. I think there's some value in this number.